It seems a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of Sonic R. Most people who play it says the control sucks, it's way too short, and most of all, it's a less good Mario Kart. But I feel those people are missing the point of the game. Cause this game was never supposed to be a Mario Kart, and if you play it expecting a game like Mario Kart, you'd naturally be disappointed. Just like if you eat a banana expecting it to taste like an apple.
Why didn't that taste like an apple?
So sit back, relax, and find out why I actually like the game. Sonic R. This game has a pretty good variety of characters. We not only have returning playable characters like Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, but we get some characters that before this game was never playable, like Amy, Metal Sonic and Eggman, as well as some other new and original ones we'll get into later. And you're probably thinking, well that's cool and all, but how is the gameplay? Well, my good imaginary friend who got into this video, I'll tell you. Something I feel stands out about this game is that most of the characters are running on foot. Which, first off, makes sense because of how Sonic and his friends do run quite fast. But also, it's something that makes the characters be able to do amazing things like jumping and... Okay, that's it, but it makes a big difference, I swear. I mean, like, you can avoid water that makes you go slower, and you can go up on springs and stuff, it's cool. You use the analog stick to run forward and the two shoulder buttons to turn left or right. Like most Sonic games, there are wings to collect, but they work a bit differently in this game. You can touch these speed boost things, whatever it's called, and they'll make you go faster or slower depending on how many wings you've got. And if you hold 20 or 50 wings, you'll unlock different parts of the tracks. They usually hold coins or care symbols, and that's where the game gets interesting for me. See, this game isn't just about racing. It's also about collecting the coins and the care symbols. And you can't just pick up a few coins, finish the race and go back to collect the rest. If you want all of them, you're gonna have to collect all 5 in one race while getting on 3rd place or higher. And the care symbols are harder since you have to be in 1st place to keep it. Which, yeah, it sounds bad, but it becomes a lot easier the more you play it. And of course, your hard work isn't for nothing since you unlock new characters. Some older characters and some newer characters made specifically for this game, like I said earlier. I really love how differently they all play from each other, which, yeah, is a weird thing to compliment this game for, but I feel some games miss the point and the fun of having different characters. And the fun of that is getting different experiences even if it's playing the same level or racetrack in a game. For example, Eggman's turning is probably the best of all the characters, and he can be on water without drowning cause he made his Eggmobile waterproof. But he can't jump. So in the track called Regal Ruined, you can't just jump on this wing to get one of the coins. You gotta be a bit more creative. And in Radical City, at the beginning there's this road filled with water. Or water road, I guess. Eggman can just drive on it because of his waterproof Eggmobile. Same with Amy and her waterproof car. But other characters can't, so again, we gotta get a bit more creative. Metal Sonic is waterproof, but only for so long, so he's gotta jump here and there. Normal Sonic can do a double jump, which is cool, but not too useful for water, so he's gotta take advantage of the few non-water parts at the side of the road to not be slowed down too much. Knuckles can glide over it if timed correctly. Tails can fly, but only for so long, so he also needs to take advantage of the few non-water parts, and so on. I really don't mind the fact that the game is so short when I get so much out of it. I don't get tired of getting to the end again and again and again, cause it's just so much fun. I am aware that a lot of people probably don't care about that sort of thing in video games. But I do. I love this arcade-like replayability in video games, and Sonic R gives me just that. I'm not here to convince anyone that Sonic R is the best game ever. That's Hans Pretzel's job.
We got a gems collection, and I even have a couple more ups.
But I do want people to, instead of automatically say it's a worse Mario Kart, try and understand the game for what it is, not what it isn't. And if you still don't like it, then that's fine. Opinions are just opinions. But I will keep on loving this game even if I end up being one of the last 2 people on this planet who does.